Welcome to Norman, Oklahoma, and the heart of the Sooner Nation. Memorial Stadium already rocking with the sounds of Boomer Sooner. We're going to hear that all day. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Oklahoma Sooners. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Sooners will kick this away to start us off. Here's the fair catch by the return man. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. The pass rush closing in. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
Here's the point after attempt.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's 7-0 after the VAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the fair catch signal for and taken. Georgia offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. He shreds the tackle. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Tackle on the play. At the 29-yard line. Brings up second down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Offense will keep it on the ground here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Short connection to the tight end here. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. He'll hand it off. Football comes out. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. Give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Receiver in motion now. Here's the handoff. Showcasing the shiftiness on that play. Defense finally brings him down. Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll feed the back again. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
Ball handed off. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So second and 6.
Brings up second down.
Hands off to the left. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Second down play coming up. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Now it's third and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And it's caught. 4 set of bounds after a nice game. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
The Sooners looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal.
Here we go.
First and goal, handoff. He's swarmed by the defense. Coming up, second down and goal. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
So 2 chances to score a touchdown in the red zone already. They came up short. Now it's 3rd and goal. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Yeah, they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
So now on comes the field goal unit. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. Long enough and good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
But great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
And at first down, they go right back to him. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 10, Georgia 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd down.
Here's that defense shifting again. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. Finding space at the 20. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. They call the counter play here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And they tried to get the counter play to the edge, Kirk. We've seen this defense show their ability to pursue and fly to the football.
Yeah, they sure can, and they did a nice job on this counter play. A lot of times you'll see those counters go more up into the middle of a defense, but they tried to bounce that to the outside, and that gave you an idea of what kind of speed this defense has.
Fighting off the defender. And they'll get him down that time.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Looks right for a quick completion. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal.
What a valuable commodity for this offense. You get down into the red zone, the defense is worried about the receivers to the outside. Who better to get the ball to than the big tight end to be able to pick up a 1st down in the red area? Beautiful play.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
On the play. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
29-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And now the running back's got it again. Breaks loose at the 40. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, a good run here and a great reminder of what the Sooners were all about. I know they've had quarterbacks that have gone on to win the Heisman in recent years, and Sam Bradford and Jason White and Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, all great players. But, man, when I think of Oklahoma, I still think of them running the football with Barry Switzer. Option play, pitching it to the backs. Billy Sims, who won the Heisman, but DeMarco Murray and, of course, Adrian Peterson, Marcus Dupree. So great history, not just the quarterbacks, but running the football in Norman, Oklahoma.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. The Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And they'll use the ground game here. There's some space around the 30. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Running with purpose. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Loss of 3. Brings up 2nd down.
This is the 6th play on the drive. defense brings him down. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. And the Sooners are in the red zone. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's got it near the end zone. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down and goal right there. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. The junior able to bring him down quickly. This will likely be the last play of the half. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. And the defense able to bring him down, and that should just about do it for this first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Bulldogs will kick this away to start the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. We get the second half started with a running play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's running out of time. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up the testing the defense with a throw downfield? Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. This one will be fair caught. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Defense is coming after him. They've got him to sack for the defense.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. QB decides to keep it here. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Out of the shotgun, you'll hand it off. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Second down coming up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And that gain will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Ball handed to the running back. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Brings up second down.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackle, but first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking right, this one caught.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Really tough to run a good counter play when the linebackers aren't fooled at all. This time they get down in a hurry into the line of scrimmage to make that play.
Coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Powering through. He's got room, looking for the end zone. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Of 13. 1st and goal, Georgia. The end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 17, Georgia 7.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards instead. You're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important 2nd down call here.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. You got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
This try is no good. But there is a marker on the field. He just might get another shot at this. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Dogs will line up here on first down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs. That's an important score. We've got a one-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Now they get set to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Sooners offense is back on the field. They'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
That's another good run here by this back. You know, he's been inside, he's been outside. At times he's had to be patient, showing his vision. He now has 97 yards on the ground today. A few more carries, and he's likely going to go over the century mark.
Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Going for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway, snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking for some space. It's Robinson. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's third down and 3. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The Bulldogs hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Quarterback still with the football. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. The Dogs look to keep this drive moving.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
We reach the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Now it's 2nd down here. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Chris, this is it. It comes down to this 4th down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Looking to throw for the first down. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's 1st and goal. And the defense just makes the stop short of the goal line, brought down at the 1.
It's now 2nd and goal.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. It's QB sneak. Touchdown, Bulldogs, to claim the lead here in the final minute.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
PAT up and good. So the lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after the late score, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can hold up, preserve this lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. So here we go. They need a touchdown. Got a little time to work with. How will they play this situation? Fights through a tackle. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Takes the handoff again. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down. And the offense will spend a timeout, stopping the clock with 22 seconds remaining.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The offense spends a timeout here. There are 16 seconds remaining.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to pass here on second down. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
And the offense will just take a knee. So that's now back-to-back wins, Kirk, over quality opponents. This team